They call him Ricky the Swamp Man.
We've waited so long to have windows and a door in here. You stinky man. It's an exciting week this week. Ricky's getting his new dentures and we're getting new windows and a door on the tiny house. He's not really having dentures. He's got to have 2 wisdom teeth removed. Ouch. But before that, we've got a side project that needs our urgent attention.
So this is our 30,000 litre rain catchment tank. Normally at this time of year, as we go into summer, this is pretty much full. But as you can see by how low the level is, we've got ourselves a leak. This is disgusting.
Oh, that's the money shot.
But before we can fix it, we need to empty it so we can see what we're dealing with, and this might take a while.
Forgot we had this.
Handy, because we don't get any snow here.
I mean, it'd probably be quite good for this.
Getting ready to plop. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Beautiful. Actually, underneath this doesn't look too bad. At least in this little section, it looks like pretty decent concrete. Gee, thanks.
I need to spade. This is too rounded.
Yeah, I've got the better tool, haven't I?
You're going to try and see if you can clear the gap onto the compost.
Oh, yeah.
Go on then.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
There's a lot of weight
Right,
at the
that's
bottom.
just gone all down the side.
Right, well, that was a total disaster. I'm not tall enough to do this. You see if you can fling it far enough, and I'll be on chief bucket filler duties, if that is doable.
Okay.
Right, I've got a front row seat for your performance. He shoots. He scores. He's the bucket dumper.
This tank is in such a sorry state. I mean, to be fair, it's not like when we bought the place it was pristine. It was already pretty run down when we first got it. There was already all the pool paint coming off, and you can see, like, evidently loads of it's already come off underneath the water. But it's got particularly bad lately with algae, and because of this olive tree that's right here, it gets so many leaves and olives fall in. Those of you who have been here from the start will know that we did used to chlorinate this water and regularly circulate it, because this tank used to feed to the house. So we would use it for washing in and doing the dishes and stuff like that. We didn't drink it, but the house is now rigged up so we go from the well. So this has just purely been used for the veg garden, and the plan was through the summer to use it just to water the trees and also just have a big supply of water to put out a fire if we needed to. But once we've got this all cleaned up, repainted and sealed, it's going to become a place of fun for us, because we're hoping that we're going to be able to swim in this all through the summer. And I mean, it's big. I don't know if you can get the scale of it with Victoria there, but you really can kind of do some laps in it. And it's going to be fun to have a dip in.
And before anyone asks, yes, the dogs are coming in.
both just really feel for the dogs at this time of year because it's so hot during the day that, you know, we get up really early in the morning and take them out way before sunrise, so it's just about bearable for them. And then now after sunset, they get to come out on their evening walk, but they're kind of like prisoner inside the house the rest of the day because it's just too much for them.
Yeah, as soon as they step outside, they literally do the business quick as possible and then hop, skip and a jump back to the door. They are well acclimated to being indoors.
Yeah, we just can't escape it in summer. It's like it was 37 degrees today, so even if we wanted them to be outside, it's just too much. It's going to be a little while until that pool is ready. Maybe we'll get them a little cheap doggy paddling pool.
It's got to be done, and I have got my eye on a few. Already got them on the wish list.
So this metal tube used to have a couple of solar panels sitting on it. We've obviously upgraded to solar, removed the panels from here, but we left the metal in place, and now's the perfect time to get it down. Never really paid too much attention, but I'd always thought it was mortared in, but this is actually chemically fixed all the way around, and it is solid. I think there's a wasp's nest in there. So that just came out the tube. I don't know whether that's new or old. Looks well done either way. This has needed a clean for so long. It's literally night and day. One thing, it really does reveal when it's clean how many kind of hairline cracks there are across the place. We do also need to clean all the sides of the tank, but that's not going to happen this time round because we just really want to be pressing on with the tiny house. We're just focusing on all of the areas right now that's going to make sure this leak is fixed, and areas like on the top where we want to paint. The rest of it will get cleaned another time because we want to paint this entire tank on the outside as well, but it's a big old job, so it can wait until we're moved into the tiny house.
Things are starting to grow in the garden, and we're managing to eat something more or less every day that we've picked, so that is nice. And most importantly, we are vole free. I'd hope I'm not speaking too soon. We haven't managed to eat any yet, but we've got lots of little cucumbers coming through and also lots of beautiful tomatoes. And I'm very excited that our little strawberry patch is starting to produce some absolute beauties.
Taking off all this flaky paintwork and all the grime, it's definitely revealing a lot more damage and hairline cracks than I think either of us realised there was going to be in here, which is another one of those things where it means it's a bigger job than we initially thought. What I might try and do is see if we can get some type of heavy duty primer that's effectively going to like fill in all the little hairline cracks. We'll have a look. Anyway, I've not got too much time left today, so I'm going to carry on and try and get another wall, maybe another one done. I'm having my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so we'll see how far we can get today, and then to be honest, this project's probably going to sit still for a few days while I rest, and then we'll come back on it later in the week. Pray for me, guys. Hope I make it through the operation. No, it'll be fine.
When we first moved to Portugal, we used to be bombarded by robocalls. They were so annoying and we never knew how to stop them. That was until we signed up with Incogni, who are the sponsor of this video. Sadly, there's a whole industry revolving around buying and selling your information. Details like your home address, financial information, employment history, the list just goes on and on. The good news is that you've got the right to request for your information to be removed, but the problem is that there are hundreds of these lists and there are always new ones popping up, so it's really time consuming, but it's also never ending. Incogni is a service that reaches out to data brokers on your behalf and gets your information removed from their lists. It's all automated and you can monitor the progress on your dashboard. They've already saved me 33 hours and counting. But it's not just spam callers who buy your information. Unfortunately, it can often end up in the hands of scammers who then use it to take out loans, steal your identity, and even use a sample of your voice to trick your friends and family into sending them money, which is terrifying. So if you want to take back control of your personal data and protect your privacy today, click our link in the description and use our code LIFEBYLIVING to get an exclusive 60% off an annual Incogni plan. Plus they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's completely risk-free. Ricky's just called me to say he's ready for fetching. I'm not sure if it's a good sign or not, but he's been very quick. Oh, I can see the patient. What has he got on his face? You look like you've got a telephone from the 80s. Oh dear, I've locked him out. Safety first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
Do you want to get in?
Yeah. I'm barely talk. I'm gonna literally, I can't feel anything.
Oh no.
Yeah, my mouth's so dry. I can't drink. I've got a tissue in my mouth.
I don't know what to say. I'm trying so hard to be sympathetic and not laugh.
Oh, don't. They're out. It looks swollen.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Right, okay.
Get the ice pack back on.
So it's been a few days since we last saw you. I've now had my teeth out.
You like popsicles?
No, it's these two wisdom teeth, the top and the bottom, and recovering well. Also, the infection in my cheek has gone, and it turns out that's the thing that was really causing me the pain all along. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, we've had a few easy days just relaxing and recovering. And to be honest, I thought the recovery process from this was going to be pretty bad because I'd been warned it was going to be really painful. And when I was having the extraction, obviously I've got a dentist putting all of her weight onto me and pulling it back the other way and wrestling my mouth around. I really thought it was going to be very bruised, but I've been absolutely fine. The only reason I've been resting is because they don't want you to do too many activities and disturb the blood clots that are basically making the holes heal. It's a thing called dry socket. So that's the only reason I've not been doing anything. But yeah, although we've not been doing any work on the tiny house has continued, and it is very exciting and very transformative work.
We've waited so long to have windows and a door in here, and it just feels totally different. Sounds different as well. It's literally dead silent in here. Nature.
Still so quiet.
I know, I could just hear chirping. We live in a rowdy part of town. So they're double glazed and they are aluminium with a wood effect on them. We've gone for a slim profile to get as much visible glass as possible, letting in as much light as we can get inside. And a special mention also just to how our windowsills look against the wood effect. Very, very pleased with that.
Hubba, hubba. Before anyone comments, we know The windows are dirty. We've not cleaned them since the install. Also, we're both quite surprised at how reflective these are.
Yeah.
The windows here in Portugal are quite different from any that we've had in houses back in the UK. And I know from seeing enough TikToks of Americans in Europe that it's not a common thing in the US either. So the way that these windows open is very unique. So you can go full open all the way. Lovely. And then you can also turn the handle up and tilt. And then you just get a nice bit of air through the top without having the window all the way open.
And without any dogs jumping out of the window. Do you want to be responsible for showing off the pea resistance window?
What, the bathroom?
Oui, oui.
So check out this little guy. So this is, because of the size of it, it's too small for it to fully open, so it's just a tilt, but it actually tilts. I think it might actually open more than those ones.
Yeah, possibly.
Just
the
because,
angle.
yeah, but so much ventilation for what is going to be the bathroom. Obviously we've gone frosted glass. Although this only does back onto our property, you never know. It was obviously so much work to put this opening in and all the surround, but it's just so worth it in the long run. Just the amount of natural light that is going to bring into this tiny little bathroom, because it's going to have shower, sink, toilet in. It's a full little kind of ensuite, so it really is going to make it feel so much lighter and brighter, and to just be able to have that window open when Victoria's finished in the bathroom.
You stinky man.
Can we continue? Can we be friends?
We can be friends, but I'm not touching you today. So there you have it. We've got windows and a door, and we absolutely love them. We're also really pleased that we got the pros in to fit them, because they were very fast and very neat. It's amazing though, even though obviously inside is far from being a finished interior, just getting these things in really does make it feel more like a home.
I just love the sound of the sea lapping on the shore.
Yeah, it's just got exactly the same vibe.
Oh. Still a lot of filth in there. As you can see, we've now done, all of the walls are clean. We've not taken off all of the paint because a lot of it is still very well adhered, and you can paint over it with the other paint. So the way I see it is, if the pressure washer doesn't get something off, it's pretty well stuck. So the walls are done. Still need to do the floor. Started trying to do it with this, but one, the pressure washer seems to be on the fritz. And two, like, if you come here, so you can see we don't really have the right attachment. And I mean, trying to do this with like a thin little line, it's going to take forever. So I think that's going to have to wait. We need to get an attachment head for like doing floors. So we'll get one of them.
But we can start and see what we're dealing with at least.
Yes, well, I think we know what we're dealing with. So down by this outlet here, I think this is what's causing the leak, because that is really cracked and broken, and it's the most sizable gap. It carries on down the side here as well.
Yeah, we've also got this one that goes all the way down and then carries on along the floor. I actually can't see where it stops, but that's gonna need some addressing as well. So we're using this super sticky, flexible, underwater suitable adhesive for these cracks. My beadwork needs a little bit of improvement. I can't do two things at once.
So we're hoping what this is going to do is kind of get into the cracks and stop the cracks spreading any further. It is flexible, so it's going to have a bit of give, but it should do the job of keeping it tight, and then whatever we decide to put over the top primer wise, or maybe we can get some sort of epoxy type layer to just kind of put a skin around the whole thing, that should stop all the water.
Right, it's time for the biggest, awkwardest of all the cracks.
I hope this works. This stuff's meant to be able to hold 320 tons per metre squared.
Blimey.
So I'm pretty sure we'll be good.
I feel like I'm in the generation game. I don't know how well people know that TV show. It was like in the 90s, wasn't it? You had to do tasks against the clock.
Mentally, like, just visualizing this pool being full right now. It's the only way I can deal with this. It's so hot.
I know. All the concrete's just like radiating back up again.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting less bad at this anyway.
Less bad, but not good.
Well, no, give me a chance.
Good girl. You're a bit suspicious.
Good girl, there you go. One. Good, here. Good girl, yeah. Good girl, that's it. Up and over. Yes! Good girl. Little baby steps.
At least her tail's wagging.
I think I might have to lift her.
A little bit of gentle persuasion, maybe.
Yeah.
Pop usually gets super excited by anything squeaky.
Come here. Oh, in the water. You jump in. Yes, Pop. Good girl. Good job. You know it's okay, didn't you? That's it, darling. Come on. Yes, Poppy. Keep going. Keep going. Good girl. Come here. Come here. It's only a bit of water. Go on. You can do it. You can do it, Pop. Yes, Poppy. Doing anything but going in the water. Come on. Come on, Poppy. Yes, Poppy. Good girl. Yes, Poppy. You spin? Can we spin? Yes. Can we sit? Yes. Good job, Poppy.
Good girl.
Good girl, Poppy. Poppy, come. Jump in. Jump in.
We'll make a water dog out of her yet.
Good job, Poppy.